and then bring it back up again. But for those of you who missed the previous session, we are playing Endless Legend. We are playing as the Lost Lords, which are basically magical animated armor. An entire civilization of it. We have established ourselves 2 cities. We have got the city of Dawn. You know, it doesn't actually show the name of the city on the map. Dawnbreak, and then Stonehold. I think it was this one. Yeah, Stonehold. So those are our 2 cities. We are in the process of trying to get a 3rd one, probably in Kekfet, or maybe in Deeg. I kind of think maybe we should build this in Deeg. It's not the best capital location. Well, kind of squeezed in. But this water may well disappear when the tides go down again. We'll just have to wait and see what occurs. I am also going to need to re-enable the sound. And YouTube is now up and running, so let's make sure we bring in YouTube chat too, so I can see what you're all saying. Re-enable the sound. And pop up chat. There we go. Put that there. Is my faction the Necromancers? No. We are animated armor. Like, that really is the best way to describe them. Our champion is over down here. This guy. This is our champion, our main hero. Then we've also got this guy who is one of the minor factions. They are the Black Hammers, which are living people in armor as opposed to animated armor, which is what these are. But they do have some interesting quirks. Primarily, they don't use food. They use dust, the magical currency for everything. So whenever you want to grow your population, you're actually paying dust rather than waiting for food to tick around. So it's entirely built around that. So there are environmental effects that happen during the game. Yes, so the entire world premise here is this is a world where the tides fluctuate significantly. So when we first started the game, we had just a fairly small island. It's basically Velno, Oracle, Troba, Verdeb, Neith, like this little area here. And then we've had one time where the tides have gone down, which exposed things like Zoktra, Hanaram, Gout, Ralthin, Baia, Rena, like these northern bits, which you can see land is starting to appear. And then also a bunch over here, like Shaki, Lirsan, Jungjo. These were all revealed. And we're currently in the middle of what's known as a monsoon season, which is when the weather is particularly unpleasant. Bad guys stir more frequently, you get attacked more frequently, and if we were not the Lost Lords, we would regenerate as well. So it's a time of increased combat and unrest and chaos. Once this monsoon is over, I think the tides will go down again. We don't know how long the monsoon is. Eventually you can get technologies which help you try to predict that type of thing, but we don't have any of that. We are still very much in the early getting ourselves established phase. We've got 2 armies running around. We've got the main army down here, which just fought against a Doom Wraith, which was a particularly scary beastie coming out of this chasm over here. And we've also got our secondary army, which is the one here, which is our Black Hammer hero leading these guys. And then we have a unit of scouts just over here, kind of looking around, grabbing some of these. These are curiosities. They appear every time there's a monsoon. They can appear in the areas revealed by the low tide. They're basically the goody huts from Civilization, with the interesting thing of they respawn. So it basically always pays to have scouts around, because the first time you see something doesn't necessarily mean it'll be the same the next time you see it. So we'll just continue moving around. They're very, very fast. We haven't been... Yes, we have been out that way. Yep, been out that way too. I think it's really just down here in the south we've not really explored, so we'll send you down that way. You know what, I'll send you via... This way's quicker. I'll send you that way, that's fine. Okay, until.
Kelp forests, seaweeds, algal fields. Saida is certainly not a Riga, but we must endure.
That is, this tide's going down again? No. That was just telling us that stuff's a bit weird. Okay. Wait, you've gone hostile. You've gone hostile. Excellent. So part of the reason I brought my army back over here is because we are befriending the Blackhammers. They have a settlement there, there, and there. And we've been, in a very friendly fashion, stealing their population and sticking them in the libraries because they actually happen to be really, really good scribes. Kind of an interesting thing for blacksmiths, but different populations do different things. So, for example, my last Lord populace, which is these blue guys, they produce extra influence. Wherever they work, they produce extra influence, which is awesome, because it means we produce a lot of influence. However, if they're working as a citizen, you'll see there we have citizens, artisans, and scribes, then they get increasingly unhappy. Usually you get -3 just for working as a citizen. If you're a Last Lord, you get -6, which can really affect stability in a negative way. The Blackhammers, on the other hand, gain +2 industry if they're working as scribes. So they're fine working anywhere else. They're not particularly good. They're also not particularly bad. But they do produce a bunch of extra production if they're working as a scribe. Which actually means, because of how many Blackhammers are here, Stonehold has become a very productive city. Which is nice, because my capital, Dawnbreak, isn't. However, Dawnbreak produces an absolute bucket load of science. So different cities have different things that they emphasize. The other problem that I have in Dawnbreak is it's also a smaller city, actually, than Stonehold. Population maximum of 18, population maximum of 15, but we are building communal habitations, which increases your population limit. So we're working on that. Were all of the factions teleported to this world? Not all of them, no. I think there's 5. And not all of them are from Endless One. Like the most recently revealed race, the Techner or something, are basically religious scientists. So we have the Last Lords, which is what we are. They were in Endless One. We have the kin of Shabalala, who were the Vault people, I think, in Endless One. They're here, but in like a different guise. We have the Necrophage, who are like the big bad in Endless One. They're also here. We have the religious scientists, which I think are new for this. And then we have the Coral people, of which there are actually several in this game. We have 2 of them, our closest neighbours, in fact, who are super diplomatic, but I'm fairly sure they're unique to this game. Love the humankind visuals, and it seems like it's the same kind of vibe in this game. This is fantasy humankind. Just like Endless One, or rather, humankind was historical Endless One. Endless 2 is fantasy humankind. Like, there are a lot of similarities. But the way that cities work is a bit different. You have to extend a foundation, which are like the foundations, just straight up foundations. No, I think I've actually built everywhere. But a foundation is basically, here we go, an empty zone in which you can build a building. Then once you build a building, like we have here, they become a district, which changes their job based on the building that you put there. You have to have a foundation to put a building in it, so the cities grow slower but taller than they do in Humankind. And then once you get a certain number of districts joining together, then the level of the building increases, so they get more productive, like the closer to the centre they are. I don't think I have any level 2 buildings yet, unless like the city centre counts as a building. Which it might. It's asking me what improvement I want to build. That's something that only happens Maybe city centres can be improved? I don't know how that works. Improvements are like natural wonders, national wonders. They're smaller scale. Okay, so this army needs to move over here to go and beat these guys back and then try to placate this village again. Am I going to have to rebuild the tower there? I think I am. That's a little annoying. How strong are you? 500 against my 700. Let's fight the manual battle. We deployed in a reasonable way. This is a very narrow entrance. Let's move back a little. So they're coming in with warsmiths. I'm just going to end turn and let them come to me. Because we have this one entrance point here. And I have ranged units, they don't. And my ranged unit is kind of interesting because he actually heals people who are immediately adjacent to him. My regular soldiers heal themselves based on damage they do to the opponent. See, I'm healing here. They have life leech ability. You can't actually attack up there, that's interesting. You can. And then you go ahead and blast them. Life from death. So yeah, whenever he hits something, anyone that's adjacent to him heals. And then if we kill anything, everything adjacent to the unit killed also heals. See, Gift to the Fallen, they're healing. So we have a lot of like life leech type capabilities. Special ability, Shield Shockwave. When using this ability, deal 40 damage and knock them back. I don't think I necessarily want you to knock them back, but you're okay just shooting them. Don't kill them. Oh. It's actually a little annoying. Because I want to keep them cycling forward. At least this unit should move forwards. And the ranged guy can hopefully kill this. A bit harder than previous. First. They had shields there, but we've gotten through the shields. So who are you? Here we are. Thankfully we got them on the very last round. I don't actually know what happens if the combat goes beyond this round. I'm going to assume it just pauses until the next turn. Kind of like humankind. So there we go. We beat the Black Hammers, we gained a bunch of money, good amount of experience, and then also Doomwrath's Edge, a rare one-handed weapon, which our hero here could probably use. I don't think it's as good as his current weapon. Let's take a quick look. So we're currently using Luminous Claw. 47 and 10. 55 and 10. This actually does more damage. Plus 2 resilience. This gives resilience and might. But that's a pretty significant damage difference. That's 8 damage, so I think I'm going to take this. And the nice thing that is pretty cool is the equipment actually changes based on what the unit's using. So that's that done. Let's go here. Parlay with you. Dark times! Dark times! you sent it to, Last Lords. Every moment has its dangers. That may be so, but here and now talk of war threatens these lands. Cider itself darkens the seas, the skies. We, the Blackhammers, want no part of this. Nor do we. Our visit is peaceful. Commercially. We wish to work with you, for the good of Cider. Work together? Yes, together. For I fear a terrible conflict is coming. It should be no trouble to raise a lookout. We will be reassured when it's done. Then we can work together. So I need to build a keep. And I will gain a warsmith if I do this. And pacifies all Blackhammers again. Okay. So, warsmith. It's going to be a district. Probably. Keep. Plus 100 fortification level up when surrounded by 4 districts. Plus 1 vision range. Extra district fortification. Fortification for each adjacent district. And it is itself fortified. So we probably want that like here. So how about we just go ahead and start poking some foundations out that way. Ah, but I can't extend for foundations that far forwards. What I can do is I can stick a foundation here and then build a district on that, which will then allow me to move up this way. So what districts do we want to build here? We don't know if anything benefits from being adjacent to an NPC village. Maybe I do want to put something here instead. I mean, I could even put the keep there. You know what, I kind of like that idea. Let's put the keep here. It's a little closer to the centre of town then. So we're going to finish building the emergency dwellings, and then we'll do the keep. Cool. About the other city. What are you working on? 6 more turns and you're building regular housing. Right. This is my main army. They just fought against the Doom Wraith. So you did get a little bit beaten up. Well, yeah, we did claim this. I would love to make this into a city. Let's do that. Before any other empire, you reach the objective of a deed. Open the quest journal for more details and take a look at the other competitive deeds. Be the first to have 3 cities. Gain 1 extra city cap. That's a bit of a snowball. Anyway, we have the city of Deeg. I like how we have Dawnbreak, Stonehold. Oh, it's called Eastwatch now. It did change name. I was going to say, and the city of Deeg. Deeg deeply, Deeg greedily. Alright, so this is an anomaly. The thing that likes to be beside an anomaly is science buildings. However, science buildings take a long time to build, so I'm kind of wondering. This is the problem with this city location. It's not in a great spot. But I would very much like you to get some more production. Establishing you there, you'll get +2 production. Alternatively, we could do communal habitation to increase the population and then rely on artisans instead. Although then stability could become a problem. Yeah, let's do the works here and then habitation. So it'll take you 11 turns, or I can just buy it for 200. I like that idea. Let's just buy it. And we'll take you, and we'll take you, and then we'll build habitation. Alright, that's getting Deeg going. Do I want to heal you up for 100? I think I actually do. This is one of the other bonuses that the Lost Lords get. They don't heal just on their own, but they do heal for money. No passive regeneration, but they do heal for cash. So now that we've taken Deeg, I'm wondering, do we want to attach Kekfet to Deeg, or do we want to get Shalika? None of these places are anything particularly amazing. I think I am going to attach this place to Deeg, though. Attach to a city, Eastwatch. Yeah. So now all of our cities are getting that much bigger. And Deeg, your population, is currently a singular artisan, and I'm okay with that. In fact, I'll have a second artisan come and join you. Is there a way? Population. I've asked this before. Because I would really like to be able to start moving population from here, so I can start moving some of the Blackhammers to be scribes in my other cities. We're about an hour behind the last stream VOD. Did anything big happen? No, I don't think so. Nothing massive. Do battles make enough money to cover the cost of your armies and then some? If so, the Last Lord seems to be good combat-driven snowball. Combat helps, but I would say so far it's been relatively rare. The thing that's making me the most money is the fact that every tile that already produces one dust produces one extra, and then just layering down a whole bunch of these merchant guilds or merchant houses. That's been what's making me cash. I mean, this tile alone, 13. Over here I have one, 17. And I didn't build one here in the end because I was going to make this my mercantile zone. Right, now I have another minor faction which we can establish into a protectorate. So we can either get the Foundlings or the Oniori. So if we go with the Foundlings, they'll give me +4 health per pacified village under protectorate on the unit. We have 2 villages, that's going to be +8 health, +23 health. Or we can go with the Onari, where we get health regeneration. We don't regenerate, so that's pointless. Plus we need to save 160 influence, which we actually get next turn. So we'll get the health buff. Right. Boss man. I could send you down here to go exploring. I don't think there's anything particularly dangerous around here at the moment, so let's do that. Oh, we've got some of the blue stuff. Cool. The Fallen Daughters of Boar. They are bandits. So we need to be a little bit careful with where I have you. Oh, you've just moved there. That's not ideal. No, you can move. Sometimes it's a solid line, sometimes it's not. I'm not entirely sure why. Hopefully you're close enough to pull them in. Should you get attacked, and move you down that way. And you... How long until the keep? 8 turns. I mean, what I could do is switch those two around so we get the keep done first. Let's just go and buy them. Impressive, your guard post. In such dark times, I believe we can trust you to look out for Cider. Consider us friends, and we will help keep peace. Sweet. So this means that you get a Warsmith to join the Blackhammer hero that I have. Let's just have you go collect some of these areas. And then I also want you to build me another Lord's Estate. So you do in fact lose the Lord's Estate should a settlement rise up against you. Okay, good to know. There we go, the tides are moving again. I do wonder if the tides ever come back up. I don't know. But that has once again shifted the land. So this area, Hanaram, is indeed a lot bigger than we initially saw. The seas have receded. What new danger lies ahead? Look out for opportunities as new territories emerge. Strange, disturbing sights may appear, along with grim fortresses that might just be what your armies need to test their mettle. Like this one, in fact, probably. The swaying tree of Saidhar, natural wonder believed to possess abundant spiritual energy. Saidans travel far and wide to bask in the arboreal oasis. Plus 10 health regen on units in the city's territories, which will actually give me a regen. Plus 50% industry, dust, science influence on population. That leads to an interesting problem. Because I think that would do better with Stonehold, because it has a bigger population. But if I do that, then the capital is effectively blocked in. You get Exgard, but then you really are blocked in. So I think you kind of have to take Hanaram. Leofric Vinci! From what we know of this world, such a tree... Oops. Is alien to the planet, indeed. If Saidhar was once a desert world, this could not have been part of its plant life. Though perhaps in some sort of truly magical, Dutch-touched oasis. Indeed, we have more questions than answers, and the troops are eager to explore it. What are your orders? I leave it to your discretion, Leofric. We have more to do than study trees. Gain approval, but only for 10 turns. Exploit it. I'm going to say don't harm the study. I would not touch a leaf, not until we know more. We will fence it off, study it, and perhaps learn something. Okay, so I really need to claim that place, which means that Dawnbreak needs to build the improvement that extends our territories. Which is one of these. There it is, the emergency dwellings. Is that an anomaly? It is. I guess putting it like here wouldn't hurt. Does it gain any adjacency bonuses? Which one was it? I already have it selected, so it's not going to tell me, is it? It's that one. No, it's not. Damn it, which one was it? Hey, where's it gone? Oh. So we're going to... stand here. The improvement can only be in the city. I wonder if improvements are only in the city centre. Sometimes this tooltip thing does not work. Improvement confers extra benefits to the city. The number of improvements can be increased via technologies. Most improvements can only be built once. Screen's flickering. In each city, while some powerful ones can only be built once across the Empire. Improvements can be granted as quest or deed rewards or by reaching population thresholds in the Empire. So it doesn't actually say that I need to place it anywhere. I guess it just appears in the city. Interesting. Okay, bandits are over there. We're going to continue going over this way and exploring more of this, but this is dust forests. Arcadia deposits. That's a lot of Arcadia deposits, and each one comes with 5 dust. That's really good for us. Interesting, interesting. Oh yeah, loads. These are the strategic resources. Deeg actually got a second one of the glass steels, which is nice. Oh, speaking of which, we can build mines on these somehow. Here we are. +8 dust, +3 science, +10 glass steel stock capacity in the Empire, and we get glass steel every turn. Yeah, build that and build that. Okay, it's going to keep us going for 24 turns. Cool, 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 cool. And did we get anything else? No. We do have the coral grower, which, because of the agreement that I have with these guys and these guys, they should be paying me resources now. Right, and then I needed the 160 influence to attach the foundlings. So we'll go ahead and do that. So those are now assimilated to you. So I think if we went to unit production... Oh, you can get the smiths as well. So now we can get occultists, which have blood mending. Right, the occultists actually work really well with our own units, because what these guys do is my ones have leeching strike. Sick. Stay. Recovers health equal to 35% of the damage dealt when attacking. Quite nice. These guys are blood mending. Restores 35% of health to this unit and adjacent friendly units. So it's basically an upgraded version of the thing I have. How much damage do they do in comparison? They do less damage. They have the same amount of armor and less health. Okay, good to know. Coral Grower sounds like an argument for opening borders with them. I think we do. What's this guy?
We survivors should stick together.
Next turn I'll open borders. Because they've actually opened borders to me and I've closed mine to them. So in order to not piss them off, yeah, we'll do that. Alright, who's next? This is my main army. So river crossing down there. You know what? I kind of want you in silence. We have some hostiles over here. So these are some more minor races that we've discovered. And the Ironskin Panopticon. 100 science to the first empire to claim it. Tremendously improves rewards from curiosities. +4 science per scribe. So that really wants to be in this city. So to get there we would need to go 1 territory, 2 territories, 3 territories. Yeah, that feels unlikely. Oh, some more black hammers. Hostile ones. Oh, I definitely want to go and talk to them, because we have them assimilated. So the more of them we get on our side, the better. And yes, I will kill those bandits too. If we get close enough. Meanwhile, science! We are 1 tech away from tier 3 techs. So, what do we want to get? Hydromatic labs would give us 25% precision for season predictability. Also allows me to build the hydro pump, which is industry and dust if we're adjacent to a river, which we're not. None of our cities are yet. Extra influence on the capital. We can build the scriptorium, which is even more influence, particularly on scribes. That sounds good. Wait. +5 dust in merchant houses. +1 dust on tiles not already producing dust. That's also quite nice. And the lithosphere. Wait, that's glass steel, which we now produce. Is that +50 dust? That's got to be per turn. That's a huge amount. Once per city. And it uses a special resource. Yeah, it's got to be that. Right, and the other thing that we wanted to look at was Deeg. This used to be underwater. It isn't anymore. Botanical ruins. Remnants of an ancient civilization agriculture. Produces 2 science. Interesting. However, we don't have districts there yet. We can. Saida awakens. At the heart of the Empire, 3 very different characters petition for 3 very different responses to the awakening of Saida's lost. With Saida seas falling, the world's long-entrapped god will soon return to wakefulness. How will you prepare for its return? Oh dear. The day of reckoning, with night falling over dawnbreak. An odd company of Gorags approach the city. In their midst, they carry 2 very different figures on makeshift stretchers. 2, hardly breaking sweat, bear a slender woman, while 4 others, straining under the weight, carry the bulky form of an Amarantine. Digital light flickers from the woman's wristpiece before they even reach the heart of dawnbreak. You know they are Maya Kupas and Jarosite, with Cerberus in tow. The Gorag leader explains they found the pair unconscious beside a small camp while searching Sida's deepest recesses for the fabled Gorag stronghold. Where they lay, the air was thick with dust and ash, he tells you, and suspects they succumbed to the glittering smog. After carrying the pair up fresher climbs, the Gorags were at a loss of how to proceed, before the Nakalim muttered the name Consul Mirta Tiabana in her agitated sleep. The Gorags seek only to shelter for the night and are gone before the sun rises. Later in the morning, Moria and Jarosite awaken. Moria, Jarosite, welcome back to the land of the living. Where are we? You owe your lives to a band of Gorogs. They found you. In the depths. Last thing I remember, we'd set up camp not far from a fissure. We planned to descend. Listen, Saida is awakening. The ancient god that the Endless trapped never perished. Within the year it will rise, hale and vengeful. Which is why we must worship it with all our hearts, piety, prayer, devotion. Show it you are the antithesis of the Endless, and you might escape its wrath. No, the god will not respect blind subservience. Follow my ancestors' lead. Impress the god with great faith, and you will earn its admiration. Moria Kupas hails from a race that once revered the lost. She is only interested in reviving the Saidan lost to fulfill an ancient prophecy. See her own people ascendant again. Lost is awakening, though. It is. That is inescapable, but its awakening should be met with shackles, not veneration. Subdue it? Unless you want to be with the whim of a god imprisoned for millennia, awaking into an unfamiliar galaxy, then yes, the lost must be mastered. You would be wise not to listen to a megalomaniac piece of code, Consul Mirte Tibiabana. The last lord had much to consider. I leave all 3 of you to speak to Leofric. Why has he suddenly got a surname? He didn't have a surname before. 3 voices, 3 different paths. Can only take 1. So, diversity. Possess 80 population of 1 different type. Build 15 monuments to the lost or research 6 technologies from the final era. We're going to go with research, because our tech is insane. I like how these are different names to these, like which is which? Oh, these are the worship path objectives, and these are the impress paths. I see. Wealth. Hoard 20 strategic resources of 6 different types and keep them for 5 turns. Raise public opinion of 7 empires to a minimum of 80. Or control 25 territories and keep them for 5 turns. Clear 20 fortresses. That's doable. This one, not really. Well, this one. Control 25 territories, clear 20 fortresses. That's going to be a lot of combat. This is just about having a powerful economy, which I'm fairly sure we have. Worship. We have no idea the fury this god might feel upon awakening. Submission is our best chance of placating it. How many provinces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need slightly more than double what I have. No, that would only be 14. I need triple what I have now. Even quadruple. So these guys are growing really slowly. Like, this guy's still only got... No, he's got another one down there. It's probably 2 cities. That's the necrophage. I'm kind of amazed that they're not fighting. Maybe they are fighting. Maybe that's why these guys are struggling. That could be. A stone's throw from the subterranean ruin. A strange arch juts out of the old seabed. Half sunken and askew, it glimmers with an ethereal light. The material of its construction, no ordinary stone or metal. On a nearby bluff, a lone consortium courier eyes your army with cold intent. As the first of your soldiers approaches the arch, a ghostly apparition materializes. Oh, now we're meeting the Phantom. Like, this thing just appeared. I was like, what the heck is this? What are you? I can't understand. This entity, it seems connected to the nearby ruins. Yes, some kind of guardian, warding away trespassers. Ancient. What is your will, Consul? The Phantom seems agitated. We leave. We try to understand it. Well, the arch looks valuable. Salvage what you can. Triggers a battle. Let's try and study it. Again, science. What did we learn? Little before the entity lost power, but careful analysis of the language indicates it was a representative of the Endless, the civilization that occupied Cider aeons ago. I sense this isn't the last we'll hear of the Endless. Oh, this is a coral. Let me just notice that. Huh, interesting. Trober's got some as well. Combat! Okay, how do we want to do this? Something like that. I think I want to spread out a little here. Go on the offensive. They're both weakened. Okay, no you're not. Might as well shoot that. Which heals everyone around you. You come up here to make sure that he doesn't get blanked from the high ground, and you may as well just go and fight them. Just double checking that this isn't ranged. Range of 1. So, no. Not really. Oh, you attacked me from... Oh. GG, easy. That's a lot of clips. Way down's over here. Quite a strategic location to hold this. Like a proper staircase. You must understand. These falling seas. This is a marvel, an opportunity of a lifetime. No, many lifetimes. Why are you here with tools, banners, memorable chants, and a small mob? To study, to learn, to harvest the bounty of knowledge contained in this invaluable gift from the sages. Hopefully this bounty consists more of knowledge and less of rabble-rousing. So we can set up a lab to study the soils of these strange places. So we lose 20 science in Dawnbreak, I guess. That's 200 science, but we gain 300. So it is a net positive. We can send out an expedition, so we gain 5 science, 50 science, but we lose 50 dust. I'm making quite a lot of dust, so I think that's probably the one we want to do. Let's help you out with an expedition. I shall not bother you here. For a small stipend, we can set up our laboratory on the mud flats and study these wonders. In the event that mysteries are revealed, this may be worth it. 'Tis a certainty. I feel it in my scales. Oh, that was a Tahook. I just realised. Expanding up there. Where's the army that was up here? That's hostile. Solusk. Oh, there's the consortium. Ah, and there's a subterranean shrine with you right next door. Fortress level 2. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds fun. 900 gold, though. I do kind of wonder if I should be prioritizing getting this territory, though. Probably. I think I would do it by building a base there. This is the scout who's going to be scooting a boot. And then the big army is here. Now, can I purchase any more population? Probably. Ah, and you have some foundlings now. +2 science, -3 approval per population type in the same category. Oh, so you don't like working with other people. Let's put you both in the science. No, let's make you both citizens. And then we'll go ahead and hire 2 of our people to be scribes because they don't hate it. And here. We could have citizens, but you are incredibly happy at the moment, so I think that probably makes sense to do a bit of this. Getting expensive, though. Dustalytics researched. Remember, every branched mote of dust shames as much as it illuminates. A new era. The years of invention are unlocked, offering new technologies to research new era effects. So, first things first, I do actually want to talk to you. I do not want this, but I do want to open my borders to you now, rather than keeping them closed, because that's going to keep us happy. We are really positive relations now. What about you? Also positive.
An unshakable bond.
We have open borders with you as well. Right, you wanted symbiosis. Give the possibility for non-aspect Empire armies to walk faster and heal on coral. Oh. We don't heal. And then the necrophage.
The Swarm cares not.
Who still isn't fighting anything. Ah, another hero. So we can get Baron Jocelyn Deval, who is another lost, who is a fencing star. 170 hit points, which is a lot as a defender. Level 3. Plus 50% dust when performing a capture action with an army. I don't know what that means. We have Gneist, who is an archer Otling. We could go for the caster, because we do use these guys. Mortal Surgeon, plus 20% health on non-heroes. I mean, that sounds pretty good. So we got Sister Fen the Second. You need an army. Although actually, Sister Fen, you would work really well in our big boss's army. Because then you can heal him. Not that they really need healing. You could be a mage. As opposed to a healer. That's probably better. What does second wind do? 30 health on targeted units. 5 health per determination, 3 per resilience. Ranged 4 can target enemy units 4 tile radius. That's actually quite a long range. Alright, let's see what you got. So you can use the Shard Star, going from 30 damage to 47, which is quite a big jump. Or the Weaved Dole. Word of Obliteration. Ignores defense of targeted units, deals 50 damage to targeted units. It is an active skill. Wait, isn't it an AoE? No. But it does a ton of damage with extra determination and might. That's a close combat punch. No, I want you to be ranged. And you're wearing armor 20 and 3, 30 and 5. I mean, you may as well just wear that. It's just better. +1 intuition, +1 might, +1 determination. So it really kind of depends on your skills and what they do. Because at the moment you have a whole ton of determination and a little bit of might. Okay. You have 2 hero points. So Shared Ward gives a shield. And remember, active skills can be used once per battle. Not per round. No recharges, just once per battle. Find and Learn. When gathering a curiosity, gain experience for all units in the army. +10 per intuition. So that's 90 experience. You can teleport. Restores 25 health when attacking. That's quite nice. Persuasive Leader. Exotic Trainer would give even more experience gain. I kind of like the idea of this, especially because you have really good determination. Yeah, you're going to be doing 45 health restored whenever you attack something. That's really strong. So maybe I want you just to have more hit points, which would be this one. It's only 10. You have no resilience. So really you're benefiting from this one. Would be the most. Yeah, so that's going to be 60 shield. It's a pretty potent shield. Okay. So yeah, I'm very sure that I want you to go and join this army now. It'll take you a little while to get there. That's will be it. Oh no, wrong army. It's the other army. This is a problem I have, is I very rarely can find the armies. No, that was the army. I was right. This was the other group. Okay, Tier 3 Science. Years of Invention. Our settlement spread, +1 city cap, so I now have +2 city caps, so I can get 5 cities. Expert Instruction. Extra experience for militia and for new units, and 60% production industry cost on unit. So units have just become a lot more expensive. Great, they're already expensive. Iron Games 2 draws another hero, which we've just done. Unlocks the Dust Lord. Flying units mounted on half-living basilisks afflicted with the same curse as their riders. Dust Lords are a terrifying element of any Lord's host. 200 health, 45 to 60 damage, 10 armor. Flying in terror, but they don't heal themselves. Arboreal Insights. +2 industry on works district. More improvements. We don't have enough time to do all the improvements we have already. More dust and merchant house districts. We do have a fair number of those. Trader trails, graded roads, 0.5 movement point maxed across a tile, as opposed to 1. Though we never did actually build the trader hubs. Unlocks action, Bait Doomwraith. Bait is an action that can be performed on a settled Doomwraith, relocating the creature to a previously discovered tile for an influence cost. Interesting. Oh, close rift. We do have a rift right next to one of our cities. Increases damage of non-heroes as well. Collective Sacrifice. Let's do that one. Because we have a rift right here, which we want to close. So that this city stays protected. Quite like this music track too. It's relaxing. Building anything? Oh, yes. Yes, you are. I mean, I could actually hurry that one up. I can hurry this one up too, but you don't really need the help. Your production's already pretty mad. We're moving over here. Right, because I want to set up another province location. Where is my city limit displayed? Probably in here. Yeah, 3 or 5. So I can get another 2 cities, and one of them should probably be over here to grab that. And we'll grab this one as well. We do have an army moving in that direction. That's going to be an incredibly industrial city. Wary, but not aggressive. That is a large army. My army's bigger though. And you coming over here. Not very quick. You. Right, you're the mage. You're also on your way over here. Yeah, I really need to start setting up roads between my various cities. So the only resources that we produce thus far will be down here in Deeg. Unfortunately, at least I'm guessing this is how it's going to work. You could get 2 more people. trading post is a district. +4 dust for each adjacent resource deposit, which would be these two. So I need the city to spread down this way. I mean, I have a lot of influence. Yeah, but I need to build something here. And the best thing to build there would be... What the hell is that? 229 turns. And you needed to build, what was it, 20 of these? I'm glad I didn't take that mission. No, I think it was 10. But that still means you would need 10 territories where you can build 5,000 worth of production. I am really glad I didn't take that. Jeez. Anyway, this is an anomaly, right? Yes. Why are you saying +4? Oh, because you're not producing 2 types of yields yet. But that is the building we want to get here, so let's queue that up. Because you're going to be busy for a while. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, that's good. What are you building? 3 more turns of this, and then I think I probably want you to get some more things. For example... Blast furnace, just 25 extra industry. And then Dawnbreak, kind of similar thing, but I want you to get the science one. +5 science and laboratory, because you have a lot of labs. It's going to be like 20 science there, just from that alone. 25, in fact, it says right there in the blue. Okay, so improvements are things that don't require district. They're just things that are built. Cool. Someone's having a talk. A new power. The sun is long gone for the day when a small winged mechanical thing settles itself on the wall of your inner sanctum in Dawnbreak. It fidgets and clicks, and you are not too surprised when a familiar spirit materializes from its projected light. It has been many days since you last set eyes on the apparition, but its blazing presence and strange tongue is still seared in the mind as if it were yesterday. You remember Leofric Vinci's words too, that this spirit was once a representative of the ancient powerful race that ruled Cider long ago. A dishonourable entrance. This is going to be a short conversation if... Learnt your language, Last Lords. Call us Cerberus. Us? We are a distributed consciousness, existing in multiple places simultaneously, like a shattered mirror, though Cider's miseries have broken us into many pieces. Why have you come to the Last Lords, Cerberus? Back at the Arch, you could have fled. You could have attacked, but you were curious and brave. We wish to fully understand the new Cider, and we believe you can help. 800 dust, it's a deal. Congratulations, you have successfully bribed me. Oh no, what a shame. Right, can I get through here yet? No, that siege didn't rise again. Because the next mission that we have is to clear this fortress. Unfortunately, I can't get to that fortress. Oh no, I can get through here. I have open borders. I'm a moron. Unfortunately, my main army is all the way over here now. It's a large, angry Black Hammer unit. Let's go say hi. Last Lords, paying us a visit, we Blackhammers have been cursed by visits lately, but it may be fortunate that you are here. Less welcome guests have been calling on you. There is no other way to say it. We are under attack. These past nights there have been losses, heavy losses. They strike at night when we are most vulnerable. I've organised guard shifts, tried to keep spirits high, nothing works. We are awakened by the screams of the wounded. Will you help us and put an end to the attacks? There is only one way to be sure we'll be safe. Slay the monsters who are responsible for this. If that is your wish, we shall find them and prevail. Destroy the bandits. Bandits. Oh, sure. Let's go. Something explored. Considering how long ago I got the fortress mission. Oh man, there's multiple fortresses here. This is a real no man's land. What the heck is this? The giant contra the deeps of the deeps. Not the depths, but the deeps. 2 dust on dust tiles in the city's territories, plus 1 dust per citizen. That's probably the weakest natural wonder we've seen yet. But I do like the flavour of the natural wonders, they're pretty cool. So where do I want you going next? I mean, there's definitely still the most to be explored up here, or over here. It's water. It's still ocean. So let me go in this way. No. I acknowledge the fact you sent me a message, but no, I'm not helping you. I'm assuming that means the necrophage has finally decided they've had enough. Right, and then here we were going to set up a workshop. And... well, that probably is a better spot. Oh, an army to kill. 1,100 against 190. Is this stronger than man? It's a lot of juggernauts. And we have a lot of infantry. Not ideal. No, I just accidentally put it there. That's a really bad spot. Don't do that. We'll go back this way. We're probably going to get attacked. And then we shall fight! Run away! Yeah, they're chasing me. And now they're fighting me. Alright, how do we want to do this? They are attacking with 6 units. We could hold here. We do have high ground. Better yet, if you go here, then you're healing everything every time we shoot. So they can attack my hero 3 at a time. Or not. He is incredibly tanky, however. So I think we're probably right. And you're going to be regenerating every time you hit them. So are you. And you regenerate everything around us. So far, so good. Critted. This guy's going to be the one most in trouble. Let's go for the kills. Oh, kills that you get don't heal everyone around. Ah, okay, that's really good to know. And potentially bad for you. You go defense mode this turn. Get that extra armor. Damn it, stop critting me! I still want you to go in defense mode. There we go. Now we're healing. It does have gift. And that heals you up a bunch. This lifesteal is insane. These guys into the fight. At last. For a battle that was supposed to be them outnumbering me, this is going pretty well. Hey, Garius. High ground. I took no damage. Yeah, this ability's insane. Uncommon glass steel pike. Another luminous plate. Awesome. Know who wants that? And then everything levels up. Acknowledged. Quest. Oh, you do upgrade. Well, you've leveled up. So I think when attacking or defending, gain 6 shields per adjacent enemy unit. Like every time you attack, you're probably going to get 6, 12, or 18 shields. It's got to be that. It's basically just free damage mitigation on a guy who already has absolutely sickening armor. And you know what's about to get even worse? His armor. Oh no, it's already 12, but the hit points is going to go plus 35. No, 25. I can maths. I can maths, honest. 273 hit points. And you can have the scale mail and seas. You don't use any of those. Neither do you. Well, actually, you can use one of these. You currently have really high determination. Do any of these affect determination? You can take the flask Duskfire, which is a heal, just in case. What does intuition do for you? Nothing. Might. Increase your damage a little. Okay. Speaking of that hero, where are you? Ooh, another black sword. A black one. And another necrophage. Yellow. Oh man, you're stuck between two necrophages. Oh, sucks to be you. One thing the game might do better is to have enemy health bar in different colours. Recognizing battlefields at a glance is complicated without clear friend or foe indication. I agree with that. The other thing that I think is it's actually really unclear where the hell my units are on the map. Like, the number of times I've gone, where is that one particular army I have, is too frequent. Like, the banner needs to stick out more that it's mine and that it's available to move. This is why. It's because they don't appear on here. Yeah, armies need to appear on this map. And they should have a different crest. I guess it's very, very subtly different from what cities look like. It has less of a dip in here than these ones do, but still. UI could do a little bit of fine-tuning. Right, where were you trying to get to? 3 turns away. Alright. Meanwhile, let's go in. You never built your estate thing on there. Should. It's a good source of science. Speaking of sources, I have tons of influence and tons of gold. I should, or dust rather, I should probably do something with those. Like, build some more buildings. Ah, we found the kin as well. Cool. Blast furnace for Stonehold. What I'd really like is for Dawnbreak to get a bit of a break in terms of production. Like, I should probably just build you a blast furnace just for the extra 25 production. Let's do that. Let's just straight up buy that. There you go. Now you have the extra production. Do that 4 times. That makes much more sense. So I think basically every city wants a blast furnace, just by default. And you could do with more population. Do I have anywhere to put them? Yes, I have a scribe, so let's put you there. You can have another artisan, probably a scribe as well. There we go, now your population's growing. Stonehold. That's fine. I mean, actually, you could do with another artisan as well, but that's kind of expensive at this point. I do kind of wish that this button was here, so you just like click, 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 rather than going all the way over. Convert population, but I don't want to convert pop, that's fine. Okay, this is that army. You have just claimed Hanaram, and I would like to connect Hanaram to my capital zone. You have the spot. So you attach to Dawnbreak. Go. So we now have +10 health regen in this city's territories, and then 50% extra industry, dust, science, and influence for its population. Now Dawnbreak is producing quite a lot of industry. We've turned that around a bit. Much better. Much, much better. And Deeg should start trying to claim these. Solusk, you're hostile. I think I might just go and placate you by punching you. You're the only Solusk in this region. Yeah, you are. 1,200. So I'm assuming we're not going to be fighting over the city, which means you're going to be coming through here. Wasn't sure that you'd be able to. What's your special ability? Shields or shockwave. So if you do a normal attack, it's 50 to 56. If you do a shockwave, it's 46. Ah, but it's a cleave. Well, you may as well do that. That's one down. I don't think those four can get to us. I think they're stuck down on the cliff. Ooh, crit. Nice. I don't think they can reach me. Could have been shooting him with him. Too late now. A draw, but I still got the adamantium plate, which is not as good as anything I already have. But you guys are exhausted because you attacked this turn, but you can go again next turn, that's fine. And you're very close to leveling up again. Oh, speaking of which... Statecraft to upgrade you. Need more money for you. And Lord's Piety. Alright. Okay, let's have you come around here and attack the backside. There we go, this is going to be a bit more of an open battle. These two have come back with some health, but we are almost identical in terms of combat strength now. Let's put you there. Can't tell if they're going to be able to get through here. No. so you're in a fantastic location to do the shockwave. Just left click, so. Probably because he was so far away. Defiant Gaze. When attacking and defending, gain shield per adjacent enemy unit. You do apparently still have Gift of the Fallen because you are a Last Lord, so whether you actually heal from that or not, I don't know. And you gain their shield regardless of whether you attack or defend. But you won't be regenerating. Ah, there's a cliff here, so you can't get to me. That's good. 92 shields and a heal as well. Don't mind if I do. But getting the adjacency kills does heal you. So I think it's just if you get the kill yourself, you don't get the heal. You're about to get flanked. But these guys are so almost dead that I don't think that really matters. Or defending and gain shield. He's not getting shields when he's attacking. There's the heal. He did get a shield there. All units of the army have been killed. The winners celebrate. And we gain the Plate of Iridescence. 2 resilience and 2 might and defense expert. When defending, add defense. Acknowledged. You've lit level 4. I have a feeling that this is going to be better than what you're using now. Oh yeah. Which then means that you can get that. Because it's just more hit points. And that was everything for you. You leveled up, that's what I was going to check. Alright, so we're now on the second ring. Adds 3 defense to non-hero units in the army. +1 per intuition, which you have none. Accusation. When using the active skill in enemy unit, ignore defense, deals 30 damage to targeted units. This is ranged. 5 extra damage per determination, and 3 per resilience. So 22, 52 damage. Hammer Strike. It's a circle effect. 40 damage to targeted units. Applies slowed. When completing a camp construction, gain a random common or uncommon weapon. Rare if they have 10 intuition, which you don't. Outside of battle, adds 15 health regen to non-hero minor faction units. 4 damage to non-hero minor faction. Don't have attrition though. You have a lot of resilience. I think Nature of the Beast is probably what I want you to do. Or even more hit points. You now have 300. And yes, intuition does stack. That's what these are. And I could be leveling these stats up too, I just quite like the abilities. Alright, we've got another fight on our hands. Who dis? Blackhammers? Traitors! 900 against my 1000. My other army is now stronger than this army. That's because they have the extra unit. But we're waiting for our mage to arrive. Speaking of which, hang on. Let's close out this real quick. How far is my mage away? Too far. Alright, let's kill him. Elite Warsmith, Mighty Warsmith, Mighty Warsmith, Warsmith. 22 armor. Unfortunately for them, my hero ignores armor. Is a secured position. When standing on this tile during battle, add 10 defense. Ah. Well, unfortunately for you, quite frankly, I don't give a damn. BAM! Flank me, cheeky buggers. We're on 1 hit point. With shields. Oh, you have 16 shield. 17 to 33 damage. 1 plus 16 is 17. My minimum damage is 17. So how is this not going to kill you? Oh, it is. The tooltip was lying. Question for you, might not wish to give an answer about. How do I feel combat is compared to Age of Wonders you've been playing the last few weeks? How does it feel to engage with? Going for a mage. So I can't give you proper review impressions. It's against the embargo. So I can't put a score on this or anything like that. But I do think that the combat in Age of Wonders is more varied. There's more different unit types at play. The unit roster here does seem to be pretty limited. Although we haven't played much with the minor faction unit yet. That's because they haven't really seemed particularly interesting. I do not like the fact that you went. I also really dislike the fact that units don't have a zone of control and they're just running around them willy-nilly. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. It's actually a real pet peeve I have in games like this. Like, frontline units should be able to lock units down that they are fighting against. Unless maybe if it's a cavalry or a flyer or something like that, but these aren't. Smack you. Smack you and kill you. Should have killed you. Smack you. Pull you back one. So they get an attack of opportunity. But not when you run past them, just when you move away from them. You should be able to kill this, I hope. Good. I'm not regenerating from these kills. Flicking knew it. You're going right past these two. Thankfully, this champion just absolutely obliterates a unit as they hit them. Okay, these two are now so badly wounded they shouldn't be able to do a lot of damage to me. And they're just going to fight anyway, that's fine. Okay. What I'll do is move you there. See? No attack of opportunity. Gonna see you right next to them. Have you kill them, which kills him. You can't move any further, but you can regenerate by doing this. And then you murder their face. There we go, nothing died, but we did take a fair bit of damage there. Those all leveled up. And we gained the glow vein plate, which is not as good as the other stuff we had. Alright, where the mage? Oh, there's the kin. This part of the continent's way bigger than I expected. They're kind of compressed in here. And Scions even decided, you know what, I want to live over in this direction. Right, so these are the bandits that are meant to be fighting. Oh no, 197 combat strength. What will I do? Heal me up. Thank you. Your forces fought well. The nightmare has ended and we no longer fear the sundown. Please, consider us friends and accept this dust with my thanks. Excellent. So these are now calmed down, which is good. That's quite a few raw materials here. What is this? Lazulin, which is this stuff. And that is a natural wonder, right? That's the science one. The science one would really benefit from having black hammers. So if you build a city here and extend it down there, that would be pretty potent, because this would also be a massive bottleneck. Although there's so much open ground over here, I think that's going to be fine. Yeah. The fact that you get an extra city slot for being the first person to reach 3 cities is a ridiculous snowball. Like, that's horribly unbalanced. What it should be is the last person to reach 3 cities should get the extra city slot as a catch-up mechanic. Collective sacrifice has been researched. This got me the closed rift. Which is an ability. Rifts here. So if I go to landscaping. Close a rift. I don't know. I'm guessing I need to send somebody to close it. Close rifts with armies, yes. Okay, and I'm going to guess that rifts don't close quietly. So what I should probably do is send this army home, though I really want to colonize this location. That is a lot of dust. Is that an anomaly? No, that's a Lazulan deposit. Oh, this... Ooh, what the heck is that? That's an anomaly. All the same, I think I still... I want to build a city here. Over there. What's the word for it? Okay, so 5 units. Oh, so sacked is different from pacified. Interesting. It's the first time I'd done that, so I didn't really know what to expect. This army... We do have a crazy amount of influence. But the cities are really limited in how big they can grow. You can get another territory. Which probably wants to be one of these. What we could do with exploring these again. Or rather, we need to send an army. Oh! It's just blacked out because it's in territories outside of my land. That's actually a pretty cool graphical little thing. Is that an anomaly? Nope, that's a point of interest. That's a luxury. Luxury resources being shown there. I don't have any of those yet. Well, could send this army to here. Oh, you know what? This army has actually proven itself pretty strong. We can probably send you to the fortress. Which is that? Take you 7 turns to get to. Well, you better get moving then. Meanwhile, science! No. What's the citizen center? Another attachable territory. And approval. I want one of them. Big cities are more good. And over here. Moving up there. this a bit slower. Okay, you now have a combat strength of 1,300. Sweet! Well, before you build there, I want to see what's actually over here. It's just regular terrain. Oh, is that an anomaly? Did not mean to build that. That is an anomaly, so you know what? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. This is fine. Not going to think about it too much.
Think on this.
No, I don't want an immigration policy. Thank you. Dawnbreak has finished building its stuff. Now, I'm really enjoying the improvements. I think that they are giving us a lot. Now I understand what the Sanctity of Nature is. It is basically a capital city upgrade. Once for Empire. It's the palace. You're already super happy. One other thing that would be quite nice is if this actually showed you somewhere. Oh, you can have a limited number of quarries you have? This is Eastwatch. Which is still building a quarry. Okay. You can have a Clax and a Hydromium. Again. Oh yeah, you can. 13 dust. Do it. And then the other one is up here. There's the Hydromiel. Do it. 1 turn each. Oh no. Yes, more improvements. Alright, I keep forgetting that the placement details is going to tell me exactly what I get out of each of these things. So building this means that I have only 1 works district, so it's really not worth it. Lodgings is 3 extra population slots. Not really lacking pop slots. 50 extra dust, though, is pretty damn nice. And uses 5 glass steel, which I have, so yeah, go ahead and build that. Seems like a reasonable investment. And Stonehold, what are you doing? You're building that up again. And then after this, you can do an improvement too. You can probably do the ultra channeling. Man, you have 91 production and you don't have a single work site. Wow. That's actually very impressive. Ultra channeling, let's get that dust production up. Because, you know, 450 ducats a turn, oh sorry, duskets is not enough. Influence. Is there anything else I can spend on influence? Yes, I could get foundations. Do I care about foundations? Foundations do mean you reduce these, I think. Yeah, they do. So, yes, I want... Well, no, because every tile that I take makes everything else more expensive. So I do need to be a little bit tactical on where I am expanding to. But I do know that I'm eventually going to want this and this. It has not made them that much more expensive. Interesting. That is good because I want to build on here a trading post because you're adjacent to a resource. And this also means that you down here want foundations. One foundation there and there. Which you can apparently do. I guess these count as districts. Interesting. Well, here I also want a trade post. You're the only one that doesn't have any special resources, although if you took Ratham you would. You'd have Hyperion. A lot of production. Although that's all barren, which would need to be worked on. There are a lot of anomalies over here.
Strike out with courage and honor, my lords. Many bounties await us in these chasm-riven lands.
Okay, Natalia Shaparenko closed borders. Cool. Quest. The unmourned dead. A pitted rusty pipe protrudes from the ground, crackling and sparkling and emitting the sound of lightning. Even stranger, there is a small tendril of dust waving above it, scintillating and lively, almost beckoning. And obviously there are the bodies of the many Ocklings, dead and dazed, scattered around it as well. Should probably have led with that. What is this foolishness? If the thing is dangerous, stay away from it. So, what is this foolishness? If the thing is dangerous, stay away from it. But it is dust. Dust! It calls, it sings, it beckons. But even the strongest, the cleverest can't touch it. But we have to try. In that case, my most obvious recommendation will fall on deaf ears. Tell me, if we solve this riddle for you, will you share the dust? Dust? Share dust? Never! Impossible! Except, yes, okay. Too many dead, too many Ocklings. No choice. Have at least 4 districts with a laboratory. Again? Fine. Find me an anomaly. You'll do. One, 2, 3. See you in 12 tons. You know what? 10 tons. How am I doing in terms of score? Yeah, I'm running away with this game already. Not surprised. Anyway, this is a good spot for a city. And with that, I'm gonna want to placate them. Leviathan Ica. Lovely. There's a lot of resources around here, actually. And Ragashi has got the Black Hammers. So I think what I want to do is move up this way. You want to try to sneak through if you can, to take a look around. Looks like a land bridge to me. Right, what do I want you doing? Well, I want you doing some more population for a start. And then I'm going to give you the blast furnace for free. Because that means you can actually build stuff in a reasonable amount of time. And right, you have several deposits that I would like you to be getting. Apparently just the one, so that'll do. In terms of construction, I'm happy with that. And we are now at 4 of the 5 cities that I'm allowed. Man, that coral is just growing and growing. Take this. Continue out onto the peninsula. And that really is just a random peninsula. More black hammers. Interesting. You're on your way. Go placate them, hopefully. Because there's 3 villages here. Oh, these are the Gorogs. Experience gain per pacified villages under Protectorate. 10% experience gain on hero. Ooh, nice. Attacking and sieging cities. That was suspicious. So what just got sieged? If anything. Maybe nothing did. Right. Eastwatch is not currently producing anything. Eastwatch has not developed all of its mines and quarries. I'm saying there's a glass steel that's not developed yet. And yet it says there are 2 mines. I think you're lying to me, game. There is any. However, that does not mean to say that you can't build anything. Ah, you got the trading post. Cool. Probably time for some more districts then. Can I build multiple? I can. They do provide a lot of resource stockpiles. I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to do. We could also do getting some primordial Last Lord population. This does provide approval. I'd forgotten about that. What's your approval rating? Approval rating is decent. Do you have any obvious anomalies? The answer is yes. Oh, we can build these here. Should definitely build those. Right, you could get the emergency dwelling, which would allow you to expand some more. You know what? Do that. It's going to keep you busy for a long time. Everywhere got things to build. Yes, yes they do. We'll carry on then. Urban planning has been researched. This lets me get the Citizen Centre, which is another attachable territory, and also some more approval. Exchanging technological research, yes. Yes. Listen first, last lords. The tribes watch me, for I have been promised that the strongholds would be ours again. The 100 tribes united as one, the glory of Scar. This place was ocean, now we reclaim it. Sacred land returned to us. A grand promise? You're planning to do all of this alone? The Ags say the time is now. The tribes will gather. From stronghold hollows, the spirits of the deep will hear our prayers. Only one thing stands between me and Scar. We know little about the strongholds, but we can help your efforts, if we both benefit. Respect for the spirits of the deep stops me from taking trees for fuel. Their roots run deep. But you do. The fires of your works are always burning. Indeed, we have industry to sustain. Build a store for the fuel of my strongholds, and I'll not forget. Build 2 improvements in Dawnbreak. Gain a population. Okay. Well, I'm about to finish one. And then we can do another one, which will be the Citizen Centre. So I can expand this place even further. Cool. That works. Udis. Ooh, is that a Doom thingy-blobby? It is. Do I want to kill the Doom thingy-blobby? No, I want to go into here. Yeah, the Doom thingy-blobby is closer to these guys, not to me, so... Have fun! I'm going in here. Tyrant of the Fortress. 286 health, 24 armor. Mighty Warsmiths and Harpers. Flying, ranged, and inspiring strike. They hit pretty hard. To plunder! Deploy there. Begin. So that's their Tyrant of the Fortress. I go first. Good. Because he went that way instead of that way. Sure, interesting decisions were made. Plus 10 defense. You know what? Plus 10 defense would actually be really good. Let's put you there. And then have you shoot him, which is going to heal both of you up a bit. Which will be lovely. You can go and attack them, which heals you a bit. You can attack him, which gives you some shield. Gone for him. Start wailing them down a bit. Alright. Shoot him as I expected. Take one. So far, no real surprises. Kill them off first if we can. Lose that southern unit. Damn it! He's got a lot of shield built up. What's this do again? Extra damage. So attacking ordinarily you do 30 to 35. Attacking with this you do 34. I hate the fact that casting spells is left click instead of right click like in Age of Wonders. That's not the first time that that's happened. Although that's... No, that's one of mine. He's dead. I can't save you now. Which means that you're probably dead. About to lose the force too. Especially because of the bleeds. There's not a lot I can do about the bleeding. I can hit you to get some shield back. So you at least need to waste an attack against me. Well, this is the worst battle we've had for a long time. Basically killed the archers because he was stupid enough to stand next to me. But yeah, this is unfortunately your death. Not much I can do. Down to just these 2 units against 4. I'm not sure about this one. Come on. Take out the easy targets. So that's just damage taken off the table. Moving them away. Heal. Nice. So that keeps us alive. Now it's 2 against 2 and we're healthier. And my champion's taken barely any damage because he's just one hell of a tank. We're going to stand there. It's not a good place to stand. Ended in a draw. Painful. Next time we'll be back. Meanwhile, these 5 are healthy. We have a quest for them, which was to build the labs or the improvements, one of the 2. So in the meantime, what do I want to do? Let's have you down this way, I guess. Yeah, there's actually more stuff to explore down here. And this army is my actually strong army. Now we know that there are a bunch of fortresses and things to explore. No, they're in here, aren't they? There's one there. One there, one there. Okay, so there are actually a couple of them over here, so I think that's probably what we should be doing. I have a feeling this army will fare better in those. We should probably get Lord's Piety so we can upgrade the Palanquins and the Lords. Population. I don't think you need anything. Zoktar. We still haven't attached Zoktar to anything. I don't really want to. It's mostly there, just holding up terrain. What's that? That's an anomaly. I mean, honestly, I could probably do with some more troops. Having just taken a bit of a arse whooping. Alright, let's go for that fortress again. They have not healed. Adjacent to him so he doesn't try to move away, though I'm a little iffy on when exactly that happens. You've healed up a bunch. And now it's just my champion facing off against yours. And you just walk all over the place, because why not? What's zone of control mean anyway? Ooh, crit. Nice. They're gonna die now. They did not die now. Bleed will mean that they probably will. Now both of these units keep regaining shield. The crits help. Secured position. I can do that too. Because what does zone of control mean, really? Nothing! Another crit. The bleed does 30 damage? It's more than when he hits me. There we go. The fork in the road. The exploration party has got back to the surface. It wasn't easy, but they've returned with some intriguing evidence. I will begin assessing it immediately. So we gained the adjudicator, which that guy will probably use. Since discovering Leofric's reckless behaviour after the Lord's arrival in Scyther, Taibana has, despite her words to the contrary, found it difficult to keep her steward to council. While he oversees the resurrection of the Aurigan souls, Taibana often seeks the company of the historian, Chaplain Nestor. Nestor, have you completed your study of the unearthed evidence yet? I fear we grow deeper in the old ways with every passing day. Despite our war preying on my mind, I have. I'm afraid I've discovered nothing that would help us with our... A wasted endeavour, then. Not quite. Among the archaeological evidence we found the notes of an explorer, one who must have visited the site very recently. And this helps us how? They must have been chased off by one of the monsters. At first I thought the notes indecipherable, but once I realised they were a strange dialect of our own language, I managed a translation. Whoever wrote them knows much about this world, and there's enough details in the notes we should be able to identify them. So, we look for this authority. Exactly. Dust always motivates. We'll let a councillor handle this. Sadly, I fear you're right. Have at least 3 out of 2 characters appointed to the council for 5 turns. So I just need to wait for 5 turns, then I get +2 chances of uprising occurring in the Lord's estate after a roundup or sacrifice of the realm action on population unit. Reduces the absorption malice, but increases the chance of an uprising. Don't quite get that. I mean, I get the uprising, but the absorption malice is uprising chance. It's... that does it. This guy. What's this thing? There's now a 40% chance of rebellion if I press that button. Get quite a lot of black hammers though by doing it. They do recharge eventually over time. Might be worth... no. It might be worth doing eventually, but right now I do not have the armies for it nearby. Oh wow. We got a lot of extra stuff. Heaven's Rain. Archer. Translocation device. When using this, teleports to tile, destroys the consumable. Puppeteer's Hand, which is resilience and might. And then the Whalebone Mace. 58 damage, it's rare. Acknowledged. But yeah, this army definitely needs to return home and build some more troops. And before you do that, let's go to your equipment, because I'm fairly sure... oh, you can't use this. It's two-handed. Well, I happen to know someone who likes two-handed weapons. 65 damage, up from 52. 2 resilience, 3 might, 1 resilience, 2 might. Cruel and power slash 3, power slash 2. It does mean we lose War Master, though. War Master is just so strong. Ignores defensive targeted units. That's the reason I'm doing 100 plus damage. And this just has a higher chance of critting. Is that worth it? I mean, actually, the amount of damage you do anyway is super high. Oh, it actually shows you the changes in stats. You have that selected. Oh, okay. Oops, wrong item, that one. This does more damage. That number's gone down. Ah, it doesn't actually calculate properly. That explains that. So yeah, this does hit a lot harder, and now you have a giant two-handed sword. Cool. Hold on, I wasn't quite done yet. My heroes. Because we also have these things. 1 resilience, 1 might, 1 determination. Resilience and might is definitely something that this guy uses. Translocation device, I don't think we really need that. Determination. Determination you actually use quite a lot, so let's switch that out. What's determined intuition? When the hero has at least 6 intuition, add 4 intuition. That gets you to 10. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. If you have at least 6 determination, you get 4 intuition. Which you very nearly do. So actually, I will give you that, because you just need 1 more determination, and then you get 4 intuition just for free. And that's just going to power up some other stuff, so sure. I'll take it. Army without orders. Go up here. You will be going through some hostile lands though, so let's skirt around them a bit if we can. You're on your way over here. It's fine. And what I should probably start doing is actually begin recruiting units. I do think that either Dawnbreak... Well, let's just begin this. Your machines churn and buzz. The 100 tribes will rise, even if 100 trees must fall. The last lords are no enemy of mine. This token marks our vow of peace. Sweet. Is that the Gorog? It is. +2 industry, -3 approval per population type in the same category. So as long as he's on his own, he's happy. Fine by me. And we can just go ahead and buy the trading post, which means we can now start getting roads. Most importantly, though, we can start getting some new units. So what do I want? We need 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. 19 turns it's going to take. Yikes. I do think these stalwarts are probably a bit too expensive. Well, except for the fact that they're basically immortal, maybe not. Almost in that fortress. But I'm unfortunately going to have to call this stream here. It's a bit of a shorter one, but I have some other things going on this evening. But I'll be back again tomorrow at 12, and we'll continue this game at that point, so you can check that out. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this, hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. You can, of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking. You can find all the links also, if you're watching on the UpTubs, in the description below. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you tomorrow, 12 PM Central European Time, where we'll see where this takes us and see how much further ahead we can get. I bet I'm just playing on like easy AI or something like that, because they've really not caused me any problems whatsoever. But it's been fun to kind of learn all the mechanics and things, so I think this was an important game to do. Right, that's it for me. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow, 12 PM. Until then, bye-bye.